and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the top stories for the day. The box office hit Everything Everywhere All at Once won the Oscar for Best Feature Film on Sunday, capping off a night of several coups for the film, which was a favorite heading into 95th Academy Awards. The Best Picture category was hotly contested, with the unorthodox sci-fi flick beating out biopic Elvis, psychological drama Tar, action sequel Top Gun Maverick, and Germany's All Quiet on the Western Front. 3 former organizers of Hong Kong's annual vigil in remembrance of crackdown on pro-democracy protests were jailed on Saturday for 4.5 months after they were convicted of not complying with the national security police data request, sources reported. They were convicted for failing to comply with a notice from National Security Police demanding information. They were leaders of the Hong Kong Alliance in support of patriotic democratic movements of China and were found guilty last week. Indian Navy's indigenously built guided missile frigate INS Sahyadra participated in a maritime partnership exercise with French Navy ships FX Dixmude, a Mistral-class amphibious assault ship, and FS Lafayette, a Lafayette-class frigate in the Arabian Sea. The partnership exercise was conducted on March 10th and 11th. Iran's mission to the United Nations has said that the restoration of diplomatic ties between Saudi Arabia and Iran will contribute to finding a political solution to the war in Yemen, state news agency IRNA reported. The restoration of diplomatic ties between Saudi Arabia and Iran would speed the ceasefire, help launch a national discussion, and build an inclusive national administration in Yemen, the Iranian UN mission stated on Sunday, according to the news agency. A Doha-bound Indigo flight from Delhi on Monday was diverted to the Jinnah International Airport in Pakistan's Karachi after a man died mid-flight. Unfortunately, on arrival, the passenger was declared dead by the airport medical team, a statement by Indigo said today. The flight 6E1736 decided to make an emergency landing after the passenger fell ill. However, he died before the aircraft could land. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has ruled out a bailout from the federal government for the now collapsed Silicon Valley Bank. During the financial crisis, there were investors and owners of systematic large banks that were bailed out, Yellen said on an interview on Sunday, referring to the 2007-2009 financial crisis that led to a massive government rescue aimed at heading off a wider catastrophe. And the reforms that have been put in place mean that we're not going to do that again, but we are concerned about depositors and are focused on trying to meet their needs, she added. Yellen said she's been hearing from depositors all weekend, many of whom are small businesses and employs thousands of people. India qualified for the World Test Championship as New Zealand managed to defeat Sri Lanka in one of the instant classics. In order to qualify for the WTC final, India only had 2 options. India either needed to defeat Australia by a margin of 3-1 or invest their hopes in New Zealand. The Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology, in cooperation with an Omani company specialized in research and development, on Sunday, March 12, 2023, launched the first truck that operates with combined combustion technology of diesel and hydrogen in the Sultanate of Oman. This will reduce carbon dioxide emissions compared to a conventional diesel truck as part of the ministry's efforts in the neutrality program Carbon Zero. Those are the top stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on DFM 95.4. Let's talk.